Okay, so today we're going to take a look at your common assessment data. We're going to track how you've done, and then we're going to choose a goal that you can work on over the next 2 weeks, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you know that overall you got an 85 on your common assessment, which is awesome. It means that you were at meets. So we're going to graph some of the skills that were on that common assessment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first we're going to put context clues right here. Okay. Normally I'd have you write the date, but they're all for the common assessment, so we're just going to not fill that part out today. Okay, and on context clues, there were 2 questions. You got both of them correct, so you got a 100. So where should you graph up to if you got a 100?
I've got it.
I've got it. So you can take your marker and go ahead and graph all the way up for context clues. Okay. And then the next skill that was on this assessment was inferencing. And there were 2 questions on that as well, and you made a 100. So you can write inferencing in the box. And so where would you color up to?
I've got it.
All the way up to I've got it. Okay. It also had plot on it. So we can write plot. You made a 100 on plot. We can just write all of the rest of the skills down. Okay. There were 3 questions on plot. You got every single one of them correct. So you can color all the way up for that one as well. Most of your skills, since you got an 85, you got almost every question on the test correct. You only missed a couple.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for character trait, you also got 100. Color all the way up there. Okay. Now, when we got to text features, though, there were 3 questions. And you got 1 correct, but you missed the other 2. So where do you think you should graph for that skill?
About still working.
Yeah, probably still working. What does still working mean to you?
Like that I'm still working on it. Like some sort of, I'm almost there, but like a couple of questions more were missed.
Yeah, so a couple of extra questions were missed. So do you think you need a lot of extra help from me or just a little bit?
I think just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because you're very good at reading. You just missed, like you said, just a couple more and you would have been there. So just 1 there like you were doing.
Oops.
Okay, and then our final skill was central idea. And there were 3 questions, and you got 2 of those questions correct. So, yeah. So, almost there. What does almost there mean?
Like, you're almost there. You're about to make it.
You're about to make it. Maybe you only missed 1 or 2, right? Okay, so finish coloring that in, and then we'll talk about how we can choose one as a goal. Okay. So, looking at the graph of your data, which 2 skills do you think you need the most extra help with?
Text features and central idea.
Okay. How do you know that you need extra help with those 2 and not these over here?
I know that I need extra work with those 2 because these compared to all of this are not so much.
Yeah, because these I've got it. You got 100 in those skills, but on these 2 you missed 1, and then this one you missed 2, right? So you need a little bit of extra practice. So these were our fiction skills. So how do you think you're doing with fiction?
Fiction.
Since you got, yeah, I think pretty good because you got 100 on plot and on characters. And then these 2 are nonfiction. So it seems like if you're gonna practice with one genre, do you think you should be working with nonfiction or fiction?
Nonfiction.
Yeah, probably nonfiction. So which one of these do you think should be your goal going into next week?
I'd say text features.
Why do you choose text features?
Because it's like the lowest one.
Yeah, because it's the lowest one you're still working on that one, and the other one you were almost there. So we're going to choose text features as your goal. and we're gonna fill out our SMART goal form together, okay? So remember that goals should be specific. So what specifically are we gonna be working on?
Oh,
That's okay. You can use the pencil or the marker.
okay.
Which skill did you choose?
Text features.
Okay, so I want to work on text features. What score do we want to make so that we're all the way there?
I'd say 100.
Okay, do you think 100 might be too high because is anybody perfect?
No.
Maybe we could shoot for a 90.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to make a 90 on text features. Okay, and you'll know you have it when. So we're gonna take a DOL or another test just on text features in a couple of weeks. So what do you think, since you wanna make a 90, you'll know that you've met your goal when you make what on your DOL?
I know when I met my goal, I'm gonna make a 90.
On your DOL. So we can write that there, that you know I will know I have it when I make a 90 on my DOL. Because we know to make mastery level, we've got to make a 90 or higher, right? Meets is still really good though. So even if we do all of this and you stay at meets, which is in the 80s, that's still great as well. Okay. So next, achievable. So we need to talk about like how we can meet our goal. So what do you think will best help you meet your goal? Do you think you'll do best working with me or with doing task cards or doing the videos with the practice activities?
I think task cards would be a good idea.
Okay, so let's pick two. So you got task cards, meeting with me, and then the practice activities with the videos.
Task cards and the videos.
Okay, so let's put that. So I know I can because, and you can put I will use task cards and the practice videos and the practice activities and lesson videos.
Okay.
That's a lot to write, so I'll give you a second to write that down. Okay. And then, so this part is asking, like, why did you choose this as your goal? How did you know that that should be your goal instead of one of these that you're on the I've got it part of the graph?
Because last time I really didn't do that much well on text features. Yeah.
So how can we put that into a sentence? So I chose this because it was
Too hard, or
you can put because it was hard for you. That would work just fine. If you want to write that, I think that's a great reason to want to work on something because you found it hard and you want to improve on it. Okay, so the date that we're going to try and complete our goal is 11/5. So just write 11/5 right there.
I'm more done.
Okay, thank you for meeting with me. So we know that our goal going into next week is text features, and you're going to do task cards and the videos and practice activities so that you can make a 90 on your DOL. Okay? So we're going to put this in our Avid binder, right?